A blessed Wednesday to us. God's will and plan for all humanity, not only for the chosen people, is to save everyone. However, there is a need for such a stricture or a discipline. And this is practically what the narrow gate is all about. Narrow practically has something to do with the discipline, the disciplinary measures, or being a disciple. Yes, we are all, the will of God is to save all of us, but it's not an easy-go-lucky thing. We have to do certain observances in order to straighten our wills as well. I don't know, og natay expression nga, tambok og kalag. Kaya og tambok og kalag, dili makasulod sa narrow gate. But what's the use of all these exercises that we have, no? Spiritual exercises? It's actually to enrich ourselves. Magpatambok sa kalag. But here, the narrowness that the gate is all about in the gospel reading today is really in the sense of discipline. Nga kinahanglan sa diaytang magdisiplina sa atong kaugalingon diha sa pagtuo. And the discipline has something to do not only with the prayers that we are doing, but also in going out of the way, out of ourselves. No? Not in the convenience that we have or that we can imagine or that we are imagining, but even in the difficulty of being able to extend a hand. Even with the difficulty of actually going against the trends in society, even against the tide, even against the grain. And this is what the narrowness is all about. To be disciplined, I always use this as an expression, is none other than what it means to be a disciple. No? Try to relate the word discipline o disciple. Parehas na gud na sila. And the discipline that we are following, that we are actually embracing in our lives, allow us to be light-hearted so that we can enter through the narrow gate. And it is intended for those who can discipline themselves, for all of us who are trying our best to do what the Lord wants us, to do what God really desires for all of us. And so as we continue this Eucharistic celebration, hopefully this discipline will go beyond what we can imagine in just by, as commonly expressed, just by going to Mass or just by fulfilling the requirements of what is our devotions and everything. We have to go beyond, and the narrowness is found there. And at the same time, and for the final point, the narrowness that we're talking about is also all about God's grace and discipline for ourselves. Amen.